zodat jullie weten wie er aankomt. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian in English. Give me that little spark for this great comedian, the one and only Socrates Inglessis.
Dank u, dames en heren. Vanavond. Weer aan mijn Wervershoof. It was new to me. Yeah, I took a nice long train ride and an even longer bus ride to get here, but I made it. I hope it's worth everyone's effort. So I am actually planning to be in a comedy contest on the 22nd of March, so I'm doing a little practice work on some of that stuff. And I know that a comedy contest itself is somewhat, well, it's ironic if nothing else, because, let's face it, comedy is a joke. Well, if you do it right, it is anyway. If not, it's just a painful 8 minutes. We'll see how the next 7 minutes goes. So if you can't tell, I am an American. I said American, not German, so. Look, it's not my fault. I didn't vote for him, you know what I mean? I am fully vaccinated. I don't have any guns, so just chillax a little bit, all right? See, that's the thing. The world's got so much negativity right now, you know. It's the problem with hate, you know. Any Israeli will tell you that it's an occupational hazard. It comes with the territories, apparently. That's one of those group-dependent jokes, you know what I'm saying? I understand that thing about this group. So, now I've been living in Holland since 2009. I'm living in Amsterdam. I don't know if you know about Amsterdam, that's a city of love. Well, it's kind of the city for love. Well, you can rent love there, all right? It's a little like Airbnb, have you heard of that? Except it's like Air TNA. There's a bed involved, you know, so. Well, it's a fully regulated thing, you know, that's the thing. People don't realize that you have to get a license to sell blowjobs in Amsterdam. There's no written test, it's an oral exam. Yeah, I'm finding out who I'm dealing with here, aren't I? So that's the thing with prostitution. It's one of those, you know, which came first, the chicken or the egg kind of questions. And let's face it, you know, who is this sicko who's watching chickens jerk off, you know, timing it, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even fair when you think about it, because the egg, you know, it doesn't even have a chance to compete till it's born. Well, I might have messed that one up ever so slightly, but then again, I might not have. That's the thing with, you know, sayings from different cultures. You know, like the Dutch, you guys have yours as well. You know, I think one of my favorite Dutch saying is, nu komt de aap uit de mouw. Which, as you know, means, you know, now the monkey comes out the sleeve. And if you don't understand that, I can't explain it much more. I don't want to let the cat out the bag, so. See, now you're confused. So we don't have monkeys in the U.S., but we have a whole lot of cats. So that's it's like a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. This one confuses me because it's not about masturbation or pussy. See, but that's right. A penny wise and pound foolish. You know. As an American, I thought they was implying about how smart we Americans are and how stupid the English are, but with Brexit and all. But it turns out we're not trumping the world either, so. I mean, take President Trump. Please! That's Henny Youngman's joke, but I thought I could reuse it. I'll flip the page over. So that's the thing, you know, speaking of rectums, I was really worried that I had cancer again. Yeah, I appreciate that. But I never actually had cancer. But I've worried that I've had cancer many, many times. Yeah. But that's the beauty of worrying you have cancer. One day you might be right. You say, I told you. Only guy in the chemo ward with a big smile on your face. Yeah, some of these, you know, they may not make it into the competition, so you're here to see them the one and only time. Well. If a bear shits in a church, is the priest still a pedophile? I shit you not. see, there's maybe another word or two in that one. Well, we'll move on. I mean, actually, I decided I'm not very religious. At least, not anymore. Not since Jesus molested me. Well, long story short, well, he raped me. And the other confusing thing is he pronounced it Jesus. See, I had a feeling I got the one. So you got to come to more of my shows, man. That's the thing. I decided to actually join an atheist church. You know, they still take your money and molest your kids, but they never mention God. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but I am extremely modest. Yeah, thinking about actually applying for sainthood. Yeah, Socrates, the modest. All I need is 3 miracles. So if you have a problem in your life, just pray to Socrates all the time, and if it gets fixed out, call the church up. That's 1 miracle. Let's say you can't have babies. Before you have sex, pray to Socrates every time. If you ever get pregnant, that's 2. I'm on my way. We'll get there. We'll get there. See, that's the thing about in life. You have to be cognizant. You have to be understanding of other people. Like, you know, you're talking to someone and like they have really bad breath. You know, you have to just decide if you're going to just grin and bear it. You know, you don't want to say, "Hey, your breath reminds me of a Frankenstein fart." No. What you do is you suggest that they brush their teeth, maybe see a periodontist, and pray to Socrates that they get better breath. And if it happens, boom, that's 3. Saint Socrates, the modest. Who? This guy. Yeah. You know, I knew that one was going to work about that well. But I decided I'd do it anyway. So I've looked at love from both sides now. From young and desperate to come to old and more worried about my knees. Because let's face it, orgasms last a few seconds. But knee pain, that can last the entire week. Yeah. So the things I've learned in my life, I learned that snitches get the bitches. So I learned that in prison from a guy named Mumbling Joe. Yeah, I might have misheard him, but I don't know. He also told me that there's limits to the law. Apparently, you cannot be arrested for raping a corpse. You know, once you're dead, consent is implied. All right. See, and I was wondering where the line was. Apparently, I've seen approximately where that line is. It's on the other side of him, but nonetheless, the line exists. See, you know, when you're in public and convenient conversation, polite public conversation, you just can't mention cunnilingus, you know, even though it is right on the tip of your tongue. So I've been trying to work out some new different businesses because, as you can see, the comedy thing, it's not working out yet. Let me just try to bounce a few business ideas off you guys. We'll see what we got here. My best idea is a thing called stolen dog walker. Have you stolen a dog? Too scared to walk it? Give us a call. We'll walk it for you. No questions asked. We're just going to assume you stole it. Stolen dog walker. All right. You see, in Amsterdam, there's a lot more demand for that one, and you guys are nice all the way up here out in the country. I appreciate that. The next one's not going to work, though. But what the hell? It's what I have planned, so I'm not going to change it. Have you lost your wallet? Are you looking for your wallet now? Introducing Ass Wallet, designed by prisoners with security and comfort in mind. You can go to the beach and know that your money's secured. Never leave your ass wallet behind. From the makers of Ass Phone. That buzzing just might be a call. Anyway. You know, some of these sort of went downhill on the list because, again, I'm going through stuff trying to add it for the competition, and I didn't think all of them were as good as they could have been, and, well, you had to endure it, but, so I'll tell you this much, as far as I know, I've been doing comedy about a year and a couple of months, and the more I do it, the more I think that, I've heard that comedy is a lot like sex, and the more I do it, the more I think that's true. I was a little nervous about coming up here. My knees were shaking a little bit. And I fumbled my way through the middle of it, but one way or the other, we came to the end of it. And there's nothing more you can do when you hit the end. So I'm looking forward to trying again, though. My name is Socrates. Come see me 22nd March at the Het Cafe in Harlem. Thank you so much. Find out one you want.
Das ist Socrates Inglessis.